Okay, so we're going to turn to page
193.
Turn to page 32 in your science textbook.
What page?
32.
Damn. 30. I know why I'm doing so cool. Hopefully this one won't show what they are saying. What?
Okay. So, your words to know. You're going to definitely need to know those words. So the first word is still.
Oh, man. No.
Cell. Life processes. Metabolism. Reproduction. We're going to read along and you'll find it as you read. Okay. Well, then it goes down. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Alright, you ready?
Go. You need to find one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you write that one, Angel?
Yeah.
Thank you. Alright, so we're on page 32. Don't look the definitions up right now. You just know you need to know those words.
I'm writing the words down.
Page 32. Everybody follow me? Is everybody following me? It's on page 32? Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to start from the top where it says getting started. What kinds of living things can be found in your home?
Germs.
Yep.
Bacteria, mold, fungi. Damn. People. People.
People.
Everywhere.
What else? Pets?
Birds. Mice.
Yeah, mice. Open up.
Spiders. Ants. Lizards. There's a lizard right now.
Okay, are you listening? Keep in mind that spiders or mice may live in the basement. A houseplant may be the home of many kinds of insects. List all the living things that may be in your home. Compare your list to those to other students in your class. You're not going to do this. Page 32. What are the main traits of living things?
Water. Air. Do we need to write that down?
Yeah.
What do we need to write down?
What are the main traits of living things?
Water, food, oxygen. Sunlight.
There are many. We're going to go over together. There are many different kinds of living things. I hope y'all listening to this.
I'm following around with you.
Thank you. There are many different kinds of living things. All living things are made up of the same basic building block, cells. So what is the basic building block? What is the basic living block?
Cell.
What is the basic building block?
Cell.
What is the basic building block?
Cell.
That means when you have your test and I say what is the basic building block, where are you going to put it?
Cell.
If I have a blank and said the basic living building block is, what you going to put?
C-L-L-S.
I'm going to say it.
Cell.
Yeah,
S-E-L-L-L.
Cell.
Main trait. I don't know.
Cell, what else? Okay, let's keep going. The cell is the basic unit of all living things. The cell is the basic unit of all living things. So, does non-living things have cells?
No! Like, they do, but it just counts.
No, listen, I want y'all to, when y'all are reading, I want y'all to listen. So don't listen to say, okay, I'm ready to get her to get done so we go to lunch. Listen with the intention of saying, okay, I'm trying to get this memorized in my head. So don't let your mind wander once I'm talking. So I know how, because I do it myself sometimes. So you just talk, I'm like, don't let your mind wander. Okay? I just said that the cell is the basic unit of all living things. So does non-living things have cells?
Yeah, no.
No. I think that sometimes what you call living and what we call living are different things because a plant, according to science, is a living thing. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes people call different things living. Well, you'll find more about it. Read. The pictures on this page and the next show all or part of different kinds of living things as seen through a microscope. I'm so sorry, we have a microscope. You have a microscope here?
Yeah.
I do?
I have one
Right here.
Let's take the water.
We have magnets,
But no microscope.
glasses.
I think
We have this tornado
Okay.
thing, this thing.
I know what it's
We have.
What do the pictures have in common? They all show cells. Some of the pictures, such as those of bacteria, show one-celled organisms. Others show groups of cells from many-celled organisms. Okay, so you have one-celled organisms. And you have multicellular organisms. Which one are we?
We're human multi-cell.
How you know?
Yeah,
Very good, Simon. Okay. So, all organisms carry out certain activities to survive. All organisms carry out certain activities to survive. For example, all organisms grow. All organisms grow. Not one organism. Every single organism grows. They respond to things around them. They produce living things like themselves. All the activities that enable organisms to survive are called life processes. Look, I got that later on. So all the activities that enable organisms to survive are called what?
Life process.
Thank you, Desmond. I'd like to hear from everybody. All the activities that enable organisms to survive are called?
Life process.
Thank you, Simon. I ain't my girl, though. What are you called?
Start time I say.
All the activities that enable organisms to survive are called?
Life processes. Life processes.
In a one-celled organism, all the life processes are carried out by one cell. One cell. In a one-cell organism, how many cells carry out the life processes?
One cell.
One cell.
If I had a multicellular organism and a one-cell organism, and I say which one has one cell, what you gonna say?
None.
Lord. Say it again.
One cell.
Thank you.
I got it right.
In a mini-cellular, or I say multicellular organism, the life processes are carried out by groups of cells.
Multi-cell.
So multicellular is how many cells?
Multiple. 5.
Not 5, multiple.
4.
For example, are y'all listening? Some groups of cells working together cause movement. Muscle cells cause the hands to move. Nerve cells receive and transmit the message to the muscle cells. Okay? What are life processes?
Life processes.
Growth
activities that enable organisms to survive. What? What?
They all grow. All living things grow. And they reproduce. Okay? They all grow. They all grow. They all have cells.
What are those? Traits of living things?
Main traits. The main traits of living things: 1, cell; 2, they all grow; 3, they all reproduce. The next we're going to go over is what are life processes. Oh, I don't know these things.
Life processes, I think I know it. Releasing waste, releasing and using energy, growing, something about organs.
Alright, your life processes are going to be found right there in growing, responding to surroundings, obtaining energy, releasing and using energy, releasing waste, producing new organisms. Okay, so as I talk about them, I'll write them down. Because you're going to need to learn this for the test too, life process.
So all this stuff that's on the board, we have to know something. We have to know science. In order to know, you need to write down.
Yep. On your own time, not now. You know, you just write them down. Alright, so what are the life processes?
Releasing waste.
Page 33. The first life process is growing. Let me tell you this right now, so you'll be shocked when this test you here. I've never taught you anything about this. When this test you here, instead of knowing when I ask you about life processes, when I tell you what you need to know for a test, don't just know the words under there. You need to know what those words mean. I'm going to go over each word, what each word means, but I'm not going to write it down. Why? I don't have a room. That's for you to go do at home and just study. That's what studying is, okay? Do y'all study at home?
Well, now we study the things
That's bad.
that we have.
Oh, do you?
I don't study on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays.
Okay.
I study every day.
The first life process is growing. All living things grow. In a mini-cell cells. Another way is by an increase in the size of cells. Okay, so right there, I still are growing. One way, well, it's in a many cell organism, growth occurs two ways. What's those two ways?
Two ways?
Many cells.
What? Can you say that over?
I can't write it down because I'm wrong. I'm going to say it again. Y'all have to follow me in your book. Right, come to page 33.
Do we write it down? That's
No.
the next page.
Well, you can, but not right. Let's go right page 3 real quick. Go right page 2.
We write it?
Okay. I hope y'all instead of humming, I hope y'all listen to me, y'all, because on this test, these tests don't get easier, they get harder. Huh? Right, well, good. Then y'all need to listen. Don't play when we're going through this. All living things grow, Desmond. In a many-cell organism, growth occurs in two ways. One way growth occurs is by an increase in the number of cells. Another way is by an increase in the size of cells. In what two ways does growth occur in multicellular organisms?
The number of cells and the increase of size.
Now, I definitely need more than this in the answer.
What's this one?
I definitely need more than this in the answer.
Okay. I was trying to see if you
number
want
of
to break that down or not.
Increasing the size of cells.
Say it again.
Increase in numbers of cells
And then
increase in the size of cells.
Say it again.
and the
Oh, yeah, I need to my
number
lady
of
say, yeah.
cells and the size of the number of cells.
Come on, y'all. Ladies.
Increase of the number of cells and then increase
Y'all
the
ladies.
size of the cells.
I need to like to say it. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, Candy and Micah. What is two ways?
I don't even know where it's at.
Well, two ways. Page 33.
Right there.
Page 33.
I'm here. The number of cells, another way is by increasing the size of the cells.
Come on, man.
Increase the number of cells. Another way is by
Y'all make sure y'all know.
does that go under growth?
That goes under
We have to
That's two
know
ways.
this.
I can't write everything down because, yeah, you have to know this. I'll write these down. Two ways. And then you can write on your paper, you can write two ways. Increase in number, increase in size. Increase in number, increase in size. Oh, you're going to look more than that later on.
Later on this week.
Not this week.
Grade on this test. So I really don't think.
Yeah, we are struggling.
Oh yeah. Did we do tests on Friday?
You do. So it's two ways in the multicellular organism grow. How do these what works best for you when it comes to learning? This stuff or just sitting here reading, doing homework or classwork? Or actually going over like you can write notes?
Write notes.
Okay. Oh, I have a PowerPoint like a
Oh yeah.
yeah. Number 2, are we ready to go number 2 on page 33?
Yeah.
Responding to surroundings. Responding to surroundings. All living things. All living things. Okay? And what kind of living things do you have? What's the different kind of cells?
Animals.
No, I'm not saying that. That's not cells. What kind of organism do you have? One cell organism and what? So all living things respond to their surroundings. For example, a moth will fly toward light. We all know that, right?
Yeah.
A lion will chase a zebra. The roots, no, mine got here.
They are? They are. Yeah.
If you go to Africa, the main thing they'll you do is if you see a pack of lions, they'll tell you to throw rocks. The lions are actually more afraid of us than they are them. I mean, we are them. The only reason that most time humans get attacked is if they corner a lion and her cub, or if the lion is hungry and wants something to eat. But lions are afraid of humans. If you throw rocks at a lion, have a lion, they'll start walking away. Humans do it, not animals do it. If humans throw some rocks at they'll start to attack, start walking away.
Where does that take you?
You been run fast?
I was like,
You been run fast? Let it work. Don't play the joint how to do it. I'm like, throw rock at the lion.
I would not fight instead of running.
Okay,
nah, we
The
don't
roof-
take this boy with us.
Y'all be on that safari by yourself. Just scared.
I'm having shotgun.
I'm not trying to pencil.
The roots of a plant will grow toward a source of water. The picture above on page 34 shows a bobcat chasing a rabbit, poor rabbit. Ooh, a source of food.
Yeah, that's me.
What are some other ways that living things respond to their surroundings? Y'all know some other ways they respond to their surroundings? How about the way they live? Like where they live in?
They live in a hole.
Like if it's really raining, they may live in like your hole. That's what it's like a hole.
Underground, like the gym.
Yeah.
Underground.
Underground. Yep. Number 3. Obtaining energy. Y'all have too much of that, so y'all should know what that is. Y'all have plenty of it.
I need you.
That's something. I should have said that. That's something.
Yeah, I used to and he. And I go get mom.
Obtaining energy. Are you on page 34?
Yes.
All living things need energy to carry out life processes. All living things. They need energy to carry out all these life processes. Some organisms get energy from the food they gather. Other organisms produce their own food.
Plants. Yep. Those are, what is it called?
Living things obtain energy by breaking down food which contains stored energy. Substances that make up food are broken down through chemical changes in the cells. All the chemical changes that take place in a living thing are called its metabolism. Thank you. Okay, can I remind you what metabolism is real fast?
Metabolism. All those chemical changes that
All the chemical things that
take place in a living thing is called metabolism.
So when you eat today at lunch, and you chew your food, you swallow your food, that's not it. That don't stop right there. When you're swallowing food, that food goes down into your stomach. It goes down your esophagus into your stomach, and in your stomach it mixes with all these gastric juices, and gastric juices are acidic. They're acidic, which means they are below a pH of what? 7? Yes, they're below pH of 7. The reason why your stomach is acidic is because it has to break down food. We could not put up with the acid that's inside our stomach. That's why when you that's why when you have when you're sick, you have a virus. That's why it's so strong. The acid is so strong. I told you I got a weak stomach though. When your food goes down, you mix it with the acid, and it breaks down. Once that food breaks down, all the food you eat, it takes that energy. It separates the fat. It separates the minerals, the vitamins, everything you need, and it sends it to the different parts in your body. I mean, your body isn't it a wonderful machine? It's doing this by itself. It sends all these minerals out. The fat is usually combined with what we call bile. Bile makes sure that the fat can be digested. So it mixes with the fat, and all your stomach, it churns. It churns. Have you ever heard your stomach like growling like that? Your stomach, and the reason your stomach growls is, you know why your stomach growls? It's because air is moving throughout your stomach. That means you're hungry. If it's empty, it starts growling.
I'm hungry.
So when all this stuff happens, that's what happens in your stomach. So it sends out, metabolism is the breakdown of all those products. Metabolism is how fast it breaks down. You heard somebody say you have high metabolism or low metabolism, or you need some more metabolism, or you need some energy and all that kind of stuff. Red Bull, is your Red Bull? That's why you crash so fast over it. Because Red Bull gives you a high, and then you crash. Whenever we dance and we drink Red Bull, we be gone, boy.
That might well be doing commercial
They gone.
Red Bull.
But once we get through dancing, go sit down somewhere and be like, crash. So we have to stop drinking energy drinks. We have rolling on the floor when we dance, when we get out, it's like, oh, my thing is so sick.
Oh, my daddy. They got sleep. Sleep feels sick.
Sick.
I drink 5 hours. So if
Every
you
week.
I just think you're inside your stomach too.
Probably can't speak it from here. What you mean, what you're trying to say is you have an outside. Your outside body cannot feel the acid in your stomach. Your stomach is a very strong organ because it can hold that acid. It can retain that acid. It's extremely strong. So your outside of your body cannot feel that kind of acidic condition. It's just, I'm saying it's just like the acid in your stomach is just like me bringing in some what's that really strong acid? Ooh. Nitrous oxide? No, not that. Whatever. That's just a strong acid block. Yeah, lab here. That's a custom lab. They got an acid. They say, Kelly, we have a lab here.
You can dig on the house.
Whenever we're in the chemistry lab in school, we just like mix different acids and bases, and they like tell us, make sure you don't do this, make sure you don't do that, make sure you don't touch this. Nitrous, ammonia. Ammonia is acid. I can do that. But we were going to the lab and they told us, okay, they had a shower in case something happened, so we had to lift, light fires on the Bunsen burner, and do all that kind of stuff. They would tell us in case, something weighs on you, make sure you go to the shower and you pull the string, it comes down. They had like a little eye thing to reach over and wash your eyes and everything out. What happens if you touch acid in a lab? I had a little container of acid and I was mixing the acid together. And I made a mistake, I was stirring the acid together and I made a mistake. And some of the acid, a little drop of acid splashed on my hand. It burned the mess on my hand. It burned the mess on my hand. So that's how acidic your stomach is inside. You can't put up your outside body, the skin. I did. There was this burn too. They like one more drop.
So what if you do like this?
And you go ahead and
burn it off.
And we gonna probably even see you for the rest of the week.
Or
you come back, you're gonna have a big old place in your skin where your skin is done.
If I did that, would you go to the hospital and give me my test?
Yeah, I would.
What?
Like process number 4, releasing and using energy. That's what y'all want to do, release energy. Y'all got quick at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna release my energy.
I think I even can do breakfast.
Most of people tell me that I have
Yeah, if 1, 2 quick shot blackout, whatever you're saying, they can do this life process. Y'all saying it doesn't.
It's like the life.
Don't blame me. No, it's not. Damn man, be quiet.
You release energy wrong.
Okay. Page 34. We're on page 34. So I'll go a little bit fast now. One very important chemical process that takes place in cells is respiration. You know what respiration is? Yes. Respiration is a process in which oxygen combines with food, releasing energy. Okay? Let me put that on here. Respiration.
I have a question. Okay. So if acid is strong in your stomach, how do you carry a baby in your stomach?
You don't carry a baby in your stomach.
It's like a bad thing.
A baby never carry your stomach.
Then how your stomach get big?
Because that's how the baby grows. The baby's never in your stomach. The baby is in your uterus, not your stomach. It just grows like that. The baby's never in your stomach. I know you would think that. That's what everybody says.
I want to go to my mom.
If that was so, the baby probably would die.
He was like,
Y'all don't want to come to here. Y'all got to learn about it soon anyway.
what?
If not this year, next year.
Learn about
Let me see if it's in here. About.
Is it here? It's that word sperm.
I think they got
No, it's that word sexual reproduction. And that book is asexual reproduction in that book. It's not.
That is not what y'all thinking. Trust me, it's not. Keep moving, little children.
They have this.
One very important chemical process that takes place in cells is respiration.
I found
Respiration is a process. Give me 1 second. Y'all usually know on page 34. When I get on this test on Friday, I want no deer in the head like, look. Y'all get on page 34.
I'm on page 34.
34.
Which is bad to get chased. Yep.
Most of the living things. Look over your ear. Most of the look over your ear. Most of the living things you know about release energy from food by respiration. Some simple organisms, such as certain bacteria, carry on a process that is somewhat like respiration. The process does not use oxygen, but the end result of the process is also the release of energy from food. The fifth life process is releasing waste. Oh well, you can release waste you eat, so you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but Kyle says she doesn't release waste.
It's not just when you go to the restroom. It's not. When you breathe out, you're releasing waste. What goes in when you breathe in?
Oxygen.
What comes out?
Hot air.
Well, I don't want to smell that. What comes out when you breathe out?
Wait, germs.
Come on,
Hot
right.
air.
No.
Well.
If you're not being serious, I'm going to start dunging you in just a second.
Okay.
And that's everybody. You're not being serious. Huh?
What's the light?
Carbon monoxide.
Yes.
When you breathe out carbon monoxide, plants take in carbon monoxide and put out oxygen. We take in oxygen and put out carbon monoxide. That's a waste.
Isn't that deadly?
It is deadly. Now for us, it's only deadly when you have a strong amount. Like in your house, that's what you have in your house, and she don't,
Weird body.
The chemical changes that take place in an organism produce waste. These wastes may be in the form of gases, liquids, or solids. Carbon dioxide is a gas. The waste must be removed from the organism or it will die. In one cell living thing, waste passes through the cell membrane to the outside of the cell. In many cell living things, which is us, the removal of waste is more complex. Waste removal is often through a system of tubes. And that's through your kidneys. Your kidneys have tubes. Your kidneys are what filters the water in the urine. So if you have, you know how you heard people have dialysis? Are y'all listening?
Yeah.
People have dialysis because their kidneys aren't working properly. So if your kidneys aren't working properly, you can die. In fact, more than likely you are going to die if your kidneys not working. That's why you see people say, well, they died of the kidney failure. Because if your kidneys don't work, you can't get all that waste out of your body, and the waste builds up in your body.
But you don't always have to go to dialysis.
Your kidneys are like, have you ever had, anybody at home have like a water filter system? That's what your kidneys are for you. Your kidneys are a filter. They filter all the stuff that you don't need out, and it goes out into waste. This is your urine, it's waste. Number 6 life process is producing new organisms. What I say, reproduction, right?
Yes. So we writing reproduction again?
No, this is right there. This is better. What's reproduction? Reproduction.
Producing new organisms.
No. All living things can produce more living things of their own kind. The process by which organisms produce more of their own kind is reproduction. Living things produce offspring that are like themselves. For example, orangutans, which are many cells, choose only orangutan. So you won't see orangutan having a gorilla. Or gorilla having a orangutan. They only produce their own kind. And amoebas, which are one cell, produce only amoebas. Reproduction is the life process that ensures that a certain kind of living thing will continue to exist, which means they won't go extinct, like dinosaurs. All right. Next question is. Ooh, wait. Sorry, I need to figure out.
No, I would say, oh, we should only do animals. You said if we start talking about babies, it's coming in the video. Everything you got here. Huh? I tell you what, my mom. Oh, nasty. It's nasty the way we came. Something comes out of his mouth. Something comes out of his mouth.
Now stop.
It's nasty the way we came too. But I didn't do it all plain.
Yeah. How do
You write it down? Okay.
living and non-living things differ? How do living and non-living things differ? Some non-living things may seem to carry out life processes. Here you see a picture of icicles. Icicles can increase in length. But are icicles alive?
No.
Do they grow as a living thing grows?
No.
Look at the picture of soap bubbles. See the soap bubble? Then look at the picture of the many-celled organisms. The many-celled organisms? Right into it. Compare the two pictures. The soap bubbles and the organisms look alike, don't they? But are the soap bubbles alive? No. Soap bubbles and icicles are non-living things. They do not carry out life processes. Only living things can carry out life processes. So, how do living and non-living things differ? Living things do what? I just said it. Living things carry out what?
You said their own kind.
Living things carry out. I just read it, y'all.
Reproduction.
No. Carry out what? Look at the book. Page 37.
Oh, okay. Life process.
Thank you. Y'all listen, I'm reading it all.
Yes.
Who's back here playing with this? What are they doing?
No one.
Define the term, page 837, define the term life processes.
Life processes is all the activities that living things carry out.
Name 4 life processes and explain how each enables a living thing to survive.
Growth, one way growth occurs.
Whoa! Are y'all reading these questions at all? That's the main thing you have to work on. Y'all reading stop Simon. Y'all reading these questions. Because that's what happened with Ted. She just looked and read and just said, okay, and just started answering without analyzing anything. It says name 4 life processes and explain how each enables a living thing to survive. Now explain. Now go. Growing.
Growth. One way growth occurs is by increase in the number of cells and the increase in the size.
Good.
That's
Good. How is that able in order to survive? Good. 12.
By connecting to obtaining energy.
Good. And how does that help us survive? Gives them what?
Give them
Yeah,
all the chemical.
Y'all can look at your books too. You know
All the chemical changes that take in a living. Well, he answered my question.
Yours was about taking energy, right, Smitty? Let her answer, Debbie. It breaks down food. That's what metabolism does, break down food. Very good. You need another one? And tell me how it helps the living things to survive? Good. And how to help the living things survive? Very good.
They will get fatter and fatter as well. No, it's because the weights are toxic. So when you throw up, is that part of the action? When you throw up?
Okay, so we're going to do real quick, we're going to read page 38 to 45 and answer the questions for homework. We'll read together. I want to make sure I explain it to you, okay? 38. Huh? Quick? What's that?
You think you're going to try to get them bottom?
Yes, tomorrow. When's tomorrow? Oh, today's Wednesday.
Yes.
God, what was I thinking? It's up to the day I do it tomorrow. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I forgot. Get y'all a lot of to do. I'm thinking today's Tuesday.
No, yesterday was Tuesday. Today is
No.
Wednesday. Tomorrow.
Alright, so I have to go over this now. Page 38, lesson 2, because otherwise, if we do ourselves tomorrow, you won't know what the world's going on. There's no point in doing ourselves tomorrow, we can't get through this stuff for you.
We want to eat.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you need to, we need to do this first.
We're going to eat a hot tamale. We're going to eat a hot tamale.
I'm coming. I got to do that one more time. Somebody wants y'all.
What?
Because that has nothing to do with what we learned about right here.
What?
Say 1, 2, 3, whatever y'all talking about. And this is not time for this. Yeah. Are you on page 38?
No, I'm ready to go.
Words to know. Don't write it down now. You can go back and write it down. Don't write it down now because you don't listen. Do not write it down now. Okay? You're going to definitely need to know what are the main parts of the cell. Okay, so you're going to do this for
Ugh. Cells of the cell. Oh, okay. Cortisol is on the focus.
What are the main parts? Oh, you should know this tomorrow morning, right?
What are the main parts of the cell?
If we have time today, we can
Nuclear membrane, cell membrane, cytoplasm, vascular cell wall, nucleus, organelles, nuclear membrane.
All right. Recall that are y'all following with me? Or y'all gonna sleep on me? Recall that all living things are made of the same basic building block. What? Thank you. The cells, are you still writing or you can write all this? Make sure you don't do a definition right now. The cells of all living things, from whales to amoebas, are alike in certain ways. For example, each cell has a what? Membrane or thin covering doing what?
The cell.
Doing what?
Covering, surrounding.
Thank you. Inside this membrane is a jelly-like substance that contains most of the cell parts. So the first thing that you need to remember is what? What is covered? What's outside the cell? Cell wall. I just tell you, y'all.
Jelly.
Membrane.
What? Oh, the membrane is a jelly-like. Yeah.
Membrane.
A jelly-like is cytoplasm.
Membrane. Now y'all listen. This now you talk. Membrane. Okay? Look at the animal cells and plant cells on this page and the next. find a dark round structure inside each of the cells. Y'all see it? Y'all see it?
I see some dark.
I mean, in the first one I did, but not. I haven't looked at it.
Yes.
Oh, you see that.
I see it.
Okay. This structure is the nucleus.
You is the control center of the nucleus.
The nucleus is the control center of the cell. The way you remember this is the nucleus is headquarters. The nucleus is headquarters. That's how you remember what the nucleus is. It's where everything goes to. It's where you get all your information from. It's where you get all your directions from. If you didn't have your nucleus, that cell would be just as dumb as a block of bricks. A pile of bricks. Yeah. The nucleus is the life and lifeline of a cell. The nucleus contains parts that sometimes look like threads. Each of the thread-like parts in a cell nucleus is called a what?
Chromosome.
A what?
Chromosome.
Look at the chromosomes in the picture. Look at the chromosomes in the picture at the right. Chromosomes contain a code or set of directions that controls all cell functions. So guess what? You have your brown hair, or whatever color your hair is, whatever color your eyes are, whatever color, however your nose is made, all of that came from information in a chromosome. All of that comes from a chromosome. Everything. So your chromosome is like your information center. The nucleus is the headquarters. The chromosome is the what? The information center. That's where you get all your information from. It's like a book or something. Okay, huh? For what? No. Chromosomes, no. You can't see chromosomes. You got the brain. No. You can't see chromosomes unless you're in a microscope. Cells are extremely tiny. We're talking about them in reference to big spots. They're not. Cells are so tiny, that's why you can't see them with the naked eye. You have to see them under a microscope. That's how all these right here, all these are under a microscope. You will never be able to see a cell with without looking at somebody. That's how, and if you can imagine a cell that tiny, how small the nucleus and chromosome is, extremely tiny. Because it's just, our bodies are just something you need. It's just what you need. But we'll get more into that. I don't know if this book right here is all into the different, I don't know, I think I like this really simple thing here. We'll get into it. Yeah, chromosomes contain a code or set of directions that control all cell functions. This code controls the traits of an organism. Like I said, the brown hair. So, it also controls how the traits are passed on to new cells that form when a cell reproduces. Single chromosomes usually cannot be seen clearly. They can be seen best through the reproduction of a cell. The nucleus is surrounded by a thin covering called the nuclear membrane. Find this structure in the drawing of the animal cells on the next page. The nuclear membrane helps control the movement of materials into and out of the nucleus. Okay, so the nuclear membrane is like a security, a force. But if you ain't gonna be in here, you ain't coming in. If you need to get out, you ain't gonna get out. That's what the nuclear membrane does. It makes sure whatever needs to get out gets in, whatever doesn't need to get in. It's like a security all around your nucleus. This membrane allows some things to enter and some things to leave the nucleus. Not every cell has a nucleus. That's right, a nuclear membrane. Some cells have nuclear material scattered throughout their jelly parts. You will read more about such cells on page 55. We're not there yet.
Oh, you saving a lot of stuff.
Cytoplasm is the thick, jelly-like substance, that you're talking about, that surrounds the nucleus and forms most of the cells. So it's like the inside, the jelly part. That's what your jello's gonna be like. Cytoplasm. It does sound aggressive to be able to. All cells contain cytoplasm. All cells contain cytoplasm, okay? Most of the life processes of a cell take place in structures that float in the cytoplasm. Look again at the drawing of the animal cells above. Are you looking at it?
Yes.
Notice that the cytoplasm contains many small structures. These structures are called organelles, or small organs. They carry out activities that keep the cell alive. In some cells, there are structures that look like air bubbles. These structures are called vacuoles.
Is it V-A-C-U-O-L?
A vacuole is a fluid-filled sac in the cell. So as far as these are concerned, what I really need you to know is the definitions for each one, what they all are, to be able to match the definitions of the correct word. You're going to definitely need to know the cell structure and function. So you're going to need to know what the membrane does, what the nucleus does, the chromosome does. And in college, we have what you call cell biology. We have to know that. We know everything that the nucleus allows in, the elements they allow in, how it does this. We go into actual depth about what's in the cytoplasm, what the vacuole does. So here you're going to do all that. You need to know the definitions of each one. The definitions, and know that they're cell parts and functions. Okay? Well, I mean, that is some other things, like so you have life processes, you have name traces, and things, that kind of thing. Yeah. But we're right back. Okay. A vacuole is a fluid-filled sac in the cell. A vacuole may contain stored food and water that will be used by a cell. Okay, so it has stored food and water. What's the vacuole hold?
Stored food and water.
So what's the nickname for the vacuole?
A vacuum. A storage.
Huh?
A fluid-filled sac.
Yeah, what's the nickname? Storage or what?
Basement.
Basement? Where you store stuff? Where do you store stuff? For the garage?
House.
Yeah. What's the nickname for cytoplasm?
Jelly.
Jelly.
I call it
What's the nickname for the nucleus? I already told you.
control center.
Control center, headquarters. What's a nickname for what else? The chromosome.
Information center.
Yeah.
Program license.
Good.
Library. Are these half pages or full page?
Where?
What's the
Huh?
Says full page.
I don't have one.
What page is what?
Really?
You said 40 chapters.
Or it may contain waste gases that will leave the cell. Some vacuoles contain chemicals that help digest food. The vacuoles of some cells are very large. In the plant cells shown below, the vacuoles nearly fill the cell. Every cell is enclosed by a cell membrane. Y'all remember it? Yeah. A cell membrane is a structure that surrounds and protects the cells. What's the nickname for a cell membrane that protects the cells? Wall. Guard. It also controls the movement of materials into and out of cells. The cell membrane acts somewhat like a screen. It allows only certain materials to enter and to leave the cell. Why is the screening action of the cell membrane important to the cell?
Because it keeps out bad things.
It may damage and everything. Besides a cell membrane, some cells have a cell wall. A cell wall is a rigid structure that surrounds the cell membrane. And you'll find cell walls in what kind of cell? Plant cell. Animal cells don't have cell walls. Animal cells don't have cell walls. What's the wall called for animal cells? What did you say it was called?
Cell membrane.
A cell membrane is a rigid structure that surrounds the cell membrane. Plant cells have a cell wall, animal cells do not. Look at the cell walls in the drawing of plant cells. See it? The cell walls protect the cells and give them their shape. Okay, I can't write this one. How do plant and animal cells compare? I'm going to give you the comparison. I'm going to use
They both have a nucleus. They have a vacuole. They have organelles, nuclear membrane.
Animal. Michael, come here for me.
Can I do it this time? She just done it.
But you're taller than you.
Yeah.
You'll do next time, Bill.
I'm taller than you.
Are y'all ready? Y'all flipping page? What am I flipping on? 1 or 2? Plant cells are like animal cells in many ways. Plant cells have a nucleus, a cell membrane, vacuole, and organelles. But plant cells have some parts that animal cells do not. Here we go. As you know, every plant cell has a cell wall.
No.
So a cell wall is plant.
Every plant cell. Oh, yeah.
Right, read mine. Nearly all plant cells have chloroplast. Not chloroplast. C-H-L-O-R-O-B-H-L-C. C-H. Get it? L-O-R-O-P-L-A-S-T-S.
Can you see it?
Nearly all, it's going to be time because we don't know. They all plants have chloroplast. A chloroplast is a structure that contains green colored matter used in food making in plants. The green matter in the chloroplast is called chlorophyll. It's chlorophyll that gives plants their green color. That might be a bonus. What gives plants their green color?
Go ahead, it's on paper.
No, I don't know.
What, chlorophyll? What is that? Chlorophyll.
It gives plants their green color. Chloroplasts are the food factories of plants. Y'all gotta know that too. Inside the chloroplast, energy from the sun is used in the food making process. In the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, water and carbon dioxide are combined. A chemical change occurs, producing food in the form of sugar. Oxygen is given off as another product of the process. You just talking about that. Thank you. So that's how they compare. Plant cell has cell walls, while an animal cell has cell membrane. And
All we're going to do is have cells reproduce.
yeah. Where? Okay.
46. Well, probably one page.
All right, hurry, y'all. Let's go to page 40 real fast. I'm rushing now. Okay. Hurry real fast. You get, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
How do materials move into and out of cells? Did you ever burn toast in your kitchen? After a while, the burned toast could probably be smelled in other rooms. How can the odor move from the kitchen to the living room? Particles of gas from the burned toast into the air all around the toast. These particles bump into other particles in the air. They move in all directions, away from the toast. In time, the particles move from the air in the kitchen to the air in the living room. Someone standing in the living room will smell the odor of the burning toast. You could see this process in the drawing of the house shown below. Where else could someone smell the burning toast?
Keep going.
No. The process by which particles move from one region to another is called.
You have to know what it means by fusion. You keep reading. You have to know the word means by fusion. Keep going.
and that fusion continually moves from a region where there is a large amount of substance to one where there is a small amount. In time, there are equal amounts of the particles in all parts of the house. Why would the smell of burnt toast be fainted hours later? Substance also moves from the fusion inside the cells of living things. The fusion is one of the main ways that material moves back and forth across the cell membrane. Materials such as water, oxygen, and waste move between cells. Look at drawing A on this page. It shows a large amount of oxygen outside the cell. Inside the cell there is a small amount of oxygen. In which direction does the oxygen diffuse? Look at drawing B. Under the conditions do waste diffuse out of the cell?
Yeah. Okay, so look at the drawing on page A. Okay, page A. 45 drawing A. Which way are those oxygen molecules going to diffuse into or out of the cell? Which one? Is it into or out of it?
Out of it. No, in.
Why in?
Because they're all.
Not that, because diffusion is the process. Diffusion always occurs with particles coming into a less from a more populated place into a less populated place. It's kind of like if we refer this whole room into a cell, okay? If people are piled outside, it's all a bunch of students in the hallway, and you need to go somewhere, and the students everywhere, and this door is open right here. So the door is open, and you have a line like the whole hall is half of people. Okay? Are you really gonna stand in the hallway? Are you gonna come in here? It's more or less people.
In here.
Okay. That's what diffusion is. Diffusion is it moves from place of high
and low.
It moves from high to low. That's the main way that things move in the cell, from high concentration to low. It moves from a place of high concentration to a place of lower concentration. There's no more room to move. That's why most of the materials in your cells move is through diffusion. But you need to know that make sure you know diffusion means particles move from a place of high concentration to a place of lower concentration. Number 1, identify each part of a cell shown here. Describe the functions of parts B and E. What's A?
A is the cell wall.
Good.
Yeah.
B?
B is the vacuole.
Good. C?
C is the. No, tell me, come on. It's the subclass.
Nucleus.
B. Vacuole.
Cytoplasm. Good. E?
E is the cell wall. No. Cell membrane.
Yes. L?
Is the core. Yeah, right there. It's chloroplast. Nuclear membrane. It's the chloroplast.
It's the vacuole?
Yeah, that's the vacuole. Then organelle. Vacuole. This chloroplast. Organelle. Then the organelle. Isn't it?
Well, the organelles. Make sure y'all know these organelles are the vacuole, the nucleus, chromosome. All that is the yeah.
No, where's that?
I didn't see ribosomes in here. And we're gonna do ribosomes tomorrow with this cell. I didn't see that.
It's all ribosomes. Oh wait, I know what that is.
Okay. Name the control center of a cell. Describe the main structures in the control center.
Nucleus.
Good.
Name the what?
Name the control center of a cell. What's the control center of a cell?
Nucleus.
Good. And describe the main structures in the control center.
Main structure.
You can look at the page.
Membrane jelly.
Huh?
Chromosome. Red wall.
Chromosome.
Red wall.
in the back.
Oh.
Oh. Chromosome.
I was like, I said chromosome. No, you said the yellow, like, I said red. Yeah, then you said chromosome.
Just remember that the chromosomes are where? And found in where? Yeah, I forget that already. Where are the chromosomes found?
And the nucleus.
Where are the chromosomes found?
And the nucleus.
Describe the role of the vacuole, cell membrane, and cell wall.
It's a fluid field back in the cell.
Vacuole does what?
I know about that.
What? Storage. It's stored, right? Good. Cell membrane, cell wall, same thing. They do. Check. Say two ways that plant and animal cells differ.
They
cell membrane,
cell wall, and cell membrane. The nuclear membrane.
Describe the main processes by which materials move into and out of cells.
Oxygen molecules. No. Cool.
This hurts my feelings.
Wait, say it again.
Describe the main way that particles move into and out of cells. We just talked about it.
How?
Wait.
Diffusion.
Diffusion.
I hear that.
And diffusion is what?
Diffusion is the process by which particles move.
Where does it move? How does it move? From what to what? From what to what?
Low.
High what to low?
High to low.
High what?
High temperature. High
Concentration.
concentration. You said certain.
Yeah,
I just said
yeah,
certain
yeah.
things, but I got that right. I got that right.
Okay, let's do this real fast. Some cells have nuclear material but no nucleus. Yes, ma'am.
I don't want him to miss because I heard you talking about nuclear cells. It's very important. I don't want
Yes,
him
ma'am. Some cells have nuclear material but no nucleus. Predict what would happen if a cell had neither nuclear material nor nucleus. What would happen?
They die.
Why? They had no way to get food, no way to reproduce,
They're hungry.
no way to what? Grow, right? Right? That would do y'all
It's
hungry.
just like candy without sugar.
That did y'all hungry.
Oh, that's what it is. I just wrote it down. Dang, do we have to stand on it?
I gotta get y'all something else.
Hey, Miss Joy. Well, I was thinking this. I don't know.
Just do this.
Study. Right on flashcard. Oh, we sure did. Wow. Wow, you didn't know that? She said don't write the stuff down on flashcard. She said I'll bring up something to you. Ow. Yeah.
So on page 59.
59. That's a long way. Okay, here we go.
Number 1.
Number 1, 2, 3.
Number 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Page 59 what?
Number 1, 2, 3, and 5.